Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ernst. If you're new to this channel is about Pakistani and Filipino relationship. So for today's video, I'm back with some tips or how you're going to survive the long distance relationship if you're in a long distance relationship. I know most of you are in this kind of setup because you met your spouse or your partner online. Okay, without further ado, please don't forget to subscribe and support this channel so I continue making this kind of video in the future. I know medyo lumulubog lumilitaw. Anyway, this content or this video is about a tips on how to handle the long distance relationship or how you manage or how you keep the relationship strong despite of the challenges of the distance that we're facing. Because right now, kaya ko sinasama yung sarili ko kasi kasama pa din ako sa long distance relationship. So, team LDR tayo ngayon. Okay, without further ado, for the tip number 1, this is a 5 tips on how to handle or how to manage the long distance relationship. Being in a long distance relationship is not easy. I know. I can feel you. I can relate for all those ladies who's having this kind of setup. Hindi siya ganun kadali kasi there are challenges, of course. Sa lahat naman ng relationship, merong mga challenges that we cannot really avoid. Pero, if we keep this 5 tips or 5 advices that I'm going to discuss right now, I hope it will help you to maintain the healthy and strong relationship. This is based on my personal experience. May mga iba sa inyo na hindi mag-agree or iba naman mag-agree. So this is my personal opinion. So don't bash me, or if you don't agree on my opinion, just respect it. Kasi kanya-kanya tayo ng opinion. But this for me, an advice na nag-work sa akin and sa relationship namin. So I'm just sharing it on this channel. So yung mga makakapanood nito will grab some, information or not information, advice. Okay, I talk too much. Okay, for number 1, for me, number 1 in a long distance relationship is the consistency. Since the beginning of our relationship, my husband and I, it's been a consistent relationship or communication. Next yung communication actually, but consistency is kung paano mo siya nakilala in the beginning, he or she should be consistent. Kumbaga, may mga changes but it's for the better. You cannot avoid change kasi change is the only permanent thing in this world. Kumbaga, yung change na good for both of you ha. So consistency in terms of like how he calls you, how he messages you, how he acts. Kahit na online man yan, mafe-feel mo kasi yon sa sarili mo kung something is changing na hindi na siya okay. You have to be, how do you call this? Kumbaga, i-observe mo din ang consistency ng partner mo. If he is being consistent from the very beginning na okay, tapos in the later period ng relationship nyo is nagbago siya, you can ask him kasi or her kasi sila lang din makakasagot sa question na yun. Hindi nyo pwede kasing itanong yun sa ibang tao or kahit sa akin. So, consistency for me is the number 1. For my personal experience with my husband, ever since kasi na nagsimula kami in long distance na talaga kami online, nagkakilala kami online, never kasi siyang nagbago. Consistency in terms of communication, how he treats me, mas naging sweet pa nga siya kasi parang alam mo yun as you go along sa long distance relationship. I know a lot of you will agree on me na yung intensity kasi talaga ng relationship kapag nasa long distance relationship ka is kumbaga high compared siya sa mga magkasama lagi kasi 'di ba we barely see each other and we spend time kaya tinetreasure natin yung mga moments na yon. Okay, humahaba na yung number 1 ko. For the number 2 na tip or advice, open and regular communication is very important. When I say open, don't hesitate to ask questions sa partner nyo. Kasi may mga nababasa akong comments sa YouTube channel ko or sa Facebook asking a lot of things sa ibang tao or sa akin or sa mga in a relationship din with Pakistani or Filipina. You have to ask those questions sa partner nyo. That is an open relationship. Kapag hindi nyo kayang mag-open up sa partner nyo, there's something wrong. Kasi sila ang makakasagot sa mga questions, sa mga doubts nyo. Kasi unang-una, meron tayong instinct din na fina-follow. You listen to your instinct, but at the same time, use your mouth or use your voice to communicate or to ask what are those thoughts or what are those doubts that you have in your mind. It's very important that you lay down those thoughts sa partner mo. Open and regular communication is the key to a harmonious relationship. When I say harmonious, peaceful. You don't get the misunderstanding. Ang misunderstanding is present, but as long as you communicate how you feel, how you think, how you express, it's very important sa long-distance relationship kasi unang-una, distance. Distance is something we cannot predict or we cannot assume or we cannot guess what is the other party is thinking or, feeling. Kasi, kung may distance, the only thing that we can do is to speak up. Kapag hindi ka nag-speak up, that's something na medyo, kasi, di ba, typical na kasi sa babae na hindi nagsasalita talaga. Like, we don't express. Pero ako kasi, I always express my thoughts. I always express my emotions. Yung asawa ko nasanay na siya sa akin na, kahit na alam kong hindi siya okay to express, pero I find ways how to express it positively na hindi naman siya hurtful or hindi naman siya nakakasakit talaga sa partner ko. You really have to find strategy on how to communicate it. So that's very important. You really have to speak up. Kasi kapag may question ka about sa the way he speaks to you or the way he talks to you, you have to ask him bakit ganun siya, bakit siya ganito sa'yo. Because he's the only person who can tell you kung ano yung sagot na yon. We cannot validate it from the others. Okay, enough for the open and regular communication. Number 3 is the personal space. When I say personal space, okay, even in kahit na nasa relationship tayo, we really have to have the me time na tinatawag. Me time means give your partner an amount of time in a day na hindi lang kayo lagi magkausap 24/7 kasi pag magkausap kayo 24/7, this is my personal opinion and it doesn't really work for me and for us. Kasi may mga trabaho kami, may sarili kaming buhay, may mga friends ako, may business ako, may work ako. So, I have my family ako. I have to juggle a lot of things in terms of my personal life. Though, it will change kapag magkasama na kami. Pero kung nasa long distance relationship ka mo, I would suggest that you have to focus on your dreams, on your goals, on your day-to-day activity without even waiting. Kasi ang nangyayari sa ibang ladies na in a relationship or men who are in a relationship with Pakistani-Filipina, they tend to wait for their partner to give them the time na hinahanap nila, which is pag hindi na i-provide, nagiging frustrating na siya sa part ng partner. Kasi 'di ba, you're waiting for his call, you're waiting for his message, tapos wala siyang time sa'yo kasi busy siya. We have to understand that in an LDR setup, we have our own lives. Kumbaga, hindi ka pwedeng mag-focus lang sa iisang tao. I know marami sigurong, kung hindi kayo mag-agree sa opinion ko to, but this thing works for me really well, for us, aming mag-asawa. We don't spend time on video calling each other kasi busy siya, busy ako. So, time we set for each other is quality time. Hindi lang kami basta-basta nagko-call sa isa't isa because we just wanted to see each other or monitor each other. We don't do that. So, that's one of the personal space that we're giving to each other. And pag meron na kaming time, kumaga, we set aside a time talaga sa gabi na walang istorbo, wala na kaming ginagawa, so we can focus on each other. So, yan yung number 3. Personal space is very important. You have to do it for your mental health. You have to do it for your sanity and for your partner and for yourself as well. Okay, number 4, this is also a very, very important, trust. Okay, trust is something you feel it, and it's also your partner responsibility as well to make you to make you feel at peace. Kumbaga, our partner shouldn't give us the doubts or reasons to doubt them, kasi that is something we really have to work out, na we keep trusting each other. This kind of setup is not easy to maintain with in the beginning kasi a lot of doubts, a lot of temptations, a lot of negative thoughts will come in or will pop up in your head, saying, oh, maybe the boyfriend or the girlfriend is with another person, or he's meeting, that is start of the doubts, which if you have if you have trust the person, and if you don't give any reasons to doubt the to give doubts on your partner, then it's a two-way effort for both of you. Very important ang trust, which leads to the faith. Na faith is something you have for the relationship, na eventually at the end of this struggle or the distance, you guys will settle soon. We're also praying for us, kasi hindi naman ganun. Siguro may iba na magsasabi na why do you still keep this long distance relationship? I would say I'm happy for those who are settling together. That's something you guys deserve. And every story, every situation, it is different from each other. So our case, we are just what do they call it? We're just keeping our faith that one day we'll be together. Both of us are working on that. It's something that it's not easy, of course, but at the end of the day, or at the end of this distance, we'll be together. That's faith comes in, na hindi mawawala sa amin, kasi we still have each other and we still trust each other. And so for you guys, if you're in this kind of relationship, you really have to keep the faith, because faith will just help you to sustain the relationship. Kasi kahit naman love niyo yung isa't isa, if you don't have that kind of faith and trust, these things, love will fade. You could be tempted to, because you're longing. If you're in a long distance relationship, you tend to long a lot for the person to be with, especially if you haven't met each other. The intensity of meeting or being with a person is quite, high, na sometimes you lose faith, you lose hope. But ladies and gents, you have to keep the faith, so you maintain the relationship. And I know one day, I just pray that one day, if the love is pure and authentic, one day you will be in the position that you see your partner every single day, you spend time with him or her, you make memories. I really hope and I really wish that one day it will come that all of us will be happily happily settling together. I just hope one day that whatever doubts or whatever issues you have right now will be settled or will be resolved without breaking up or without leaving the relationship. So that's for the 5 tips that I've been discussing, or I kumbaga advices ko for those who are in a long distance relationship. I hope one day we'll be together soon as well. So ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. This is a quick, I don't think this is a quick video, and soon we'll be posting some vlogs about this kind of topics that we're discussing, so to motivate or to inspire you. I hope I help you somehow to keep the healthy and strong relationship. So don't forget to watch. Of course you're watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, especially for those who are in this kind of setup. And see you until next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.